May is finally here, guys, in full effect. And with the month of May, there is a lot of releases that are coming out, specifically from Jordan brand, that have caught my eye. And a lot of them are quick strikes, and a lot of them are yet to be released, or I guess announced, but are releasing in the month of May. So without further ado, let's go ahead and put those all together and give you guys the top sneaker releases releasing in the month of May. Coming in at number 10, guys, we have the Nike LeBron 4 Eggplant. Now, we do know LeBron and the Lakers just lost. I'm devastated. I'm hurt. He opted out, or he's expected to be opting out of his player option. So LeBron might be gone, man. We're just gonna have to wait and see. 80's here, but LeBron may be moving on. With that being said, though, LeBron 4 will be getting a new colorway and an old colorway, or an old colorway on a model it has not yet been on, the Eggplant, and that is set to release on May 8th so far for a retail price point of $250. Now, keep it in mind that these release dates may move. They may move around. I may be saying an incorrect date right now because I feel like that release date was like the 15th at first, but maybe I'm wrong. Like I said, these dates are subject to change until they are announced by sneakers, Nike, Jordan brand, Adidas, whoever it is that we're talking about. But right now, May 8th is the release date for these $250. We saw how the Fruity Pebbles moved. They're currently sitting below retail. These may be a shoe, in my opinion, that you can get at that below the retail price point, but I still think that it's a very dope shoe to see in a classic model from the LeBron's, lineage coming to the general public, because some of these shoes back in the day were extremely hard to get your hands on, and now they're extremely easy and able to get below retail. So keep that in mind. May 8th, LeBron 4 Eggplant. Next up, we have the Jordan 1 Low Shadow. These are set to release on May 11th for a retail price point of $140. We do know, once again, with the ones, they are kind of the same way with LeBron's, but at the same time, the Jordan 1 Shadow has been a very historic colorway and a respected colorway for quite some time. There was not that long ago we seen a Shadow Low release, so it's not been that long. Within the past 10 years, or the past time I've been on YouTube, the shoe has released already once before. The low version, we are seeing it though re-released now, once again on the 11th for that price point of $140. It is a shoe that, once again with the ones, they tend to sometimes, hit or miss. This one being a more OG colorway, it may do fairly well. That's just something that we'll have to wait and see. But it is still a nice colorway, a nice shoe to add onto the list, dropping in the month of May. Next up, we have the Supreme collab with the Nike Air Darwin. Now, I believe the Nike Air Darwin is the shoe that was sported by Dennis Rodman, and there is a collaboration with Supreme and Nike on that. Now, I believe there's like 4 colorways that I've seen. A camo vault, I think black and white. There's like 4. I'll be honest, I'm not too much into this one. That's why it's kind of like low down on the list. But I do know that some of you Supreme addicts are still live in effect. The hype beast epidemic is still thriving. And I do know that these will do fairly well. Now, this is something that's been more recently spoken out or announced. So it's kind of more so like on a quick strike. It's just more so just spurred up at the moment. I think I learned about this like 2 days ago. But these are supposedly releasing on May 2nd. And it is coming in a black colorway, a black and white, like a white and baby blue, a vault, and then a camo desert print. Each of them will be retailing for $120, and the release date is subject to be for May 2nd, so it's right around the corner. Another shoe that's right around the corner is the Nike Kobe 8 Protor Mamba Sita. Now, these are subject to be releasing on May 1st, and the retail price point is $190. They will have them in GS as well, so keep that in mind. That is literally tomorrow, so keep that in mind. The Mamba Sita is another shoe to commemorate the life of Gigi. It has the butterflies that resembled, Gigi's spirit, has her name on the shoe as well. And I like the shoe. I do like the 6 a little bit more, but that doesn't, it is what it is. This still is like a great looking shoe. It is a shoe though that me personally, I would not wear. The butterflies and all that is just, I don't know. I mean, I would wear pink. I would wear them, but $190, I gotta spend a lot of money this month as is, so I can pass on this specific pair need be. But these will be releasing in men and GS sizes, so pretty much a lot of people can fit in between there and grab themselves a pair on May 1st. Retail $190. But a nice shoe. And RIP to Kobe, to Gigi, and the rest of the people that, you know, passed away on that horrible day. On the 21st, we have one of my big anticipated releases, which is the KD4 Weatherman. The retail price supposedly is gonna be $130, and the supposed release date, as stated, this is subject to change, is May 21st. We've seen what the KD Galaxy did. It's right there. Where is it at? Right there. Right there. They're phenomenal. I know that the KD4 line was gonna do what it's gonna do. Now we do have, you know, even the Year of the Dragons that dropped, the Year of the Dragon 2.0 dropped, did well for the most part. And then those flew off the shelf. Extremely big release in my opinion. And then of course now we got the Weathermans releasing. The Weathermans were a very hyped up shoe, a very limited shoe from back when it released. Like, it was extremely hard to get, and I remember them going for stupid prices as far as the secondary market. So as we've seen though now with shoes like that from LeBron, you know, LeBrons that are like that, they've released and some have plummeted. You know, the LeBron shoes, and to be honest, the ones that kind of did numbers were like the South Beaches, really, that did that hit. Watch the Thrones did okay. You know, even the Miami Knights, which were once like a very limited shoe, when it came out, they were like, you know, it was confusing. KD, however, with the 4s, so far so good. This one I expect to do very, very well. I expect it to sell out, and I expect it to be a problem. Guys, also, this is the last week, 50% off on sample with the code SPRING. SampleInd.com, the link will be down below in the description. 50% off the whole entire site with code SPRING, and everybody who makes an order from last week to this week till the 4th will be entered in to win the Jordan 4 Military Blue. So anybody that purchases anything from now till Friday will have a chance to enter in. So 50% off plus a chance to enter in. Go cop some slides for $2. Whatever it is you gotta do what you gotta do. And I appreciate everybody who's been supporting the brand. We got some big things coming down the pipeline. On the 18th, we have the Jordan 11 Low Space Jam. Distressed Blue, or Diffused Blue, I think is the real name, but it's the Space Jam Low. The retail price point on that is $190. So we were once paying like $170 for Jordan 11 Lows. Now we're paying pretty much the price of Jordans, $190, you know, for these lows. You know, inflation, economy, it's hitting hard. This one is one I'm wanting to, you know, I'm looking forward to seeing how it performs. 11s for the most part are still respected highly in the sneaker world as far as performances. You know how they sell, they do fairly well. So I expect them to do decent. You know, we'll just have to wait and see. Space Jam Lows, I believe they've released once before. I've never owned a pair. I've reviewed, of course, the original Space Jams, or not the original, but the Space Jams that released, I want to say almost 10 years ago. It's been a minute. It's been like 2017-ish, 18, I think actually is when they released. So it's not been, let's just double check. 7 years ago. 7 years. Damn. Time flies, don't it? Time flies. So yeah, I expect them to do fairly well for the most part. We'll have to just wait and see. Me personally, I would review the shoe, but it's not a shoe that I would keep. I got the high tops, I'm good to go. I do think that people though will buy them. I think they are nice, but with the budget I am trying to face myself with, you know, and not buy everything up, because I stated before, I mean, Weathermans, you guys know I'm grabbing those, so you already know that's out the door. I'm passing out on the Space Jams. The next 1, 2, 3, 4 shoes that we're about to say, I'm trying to get my hands on. Rumored to be releasing on May 22nd, we have the Jordan 3 J Balvin Rio. Now we do remember the Medellin Sunset released last year, right? Or yeah, it had to release last year. It had to release last year. They released now the Rio version, and we already know these are gonna go crazy. The Medellins went crazy. These are set to be released, or rumored to be released as stated on the 22nd, subject to change. Retail price point, $250. We've seen these for quite some time because DJ Khaled was out there rocking them. So, you know, we have to just wait and see when we get an official release date, but that's the release date that we've been rumored so far. It kind of recently just popped up. Sneaker Bar Detroit put out the date of May 22nd, so we're just gonna have to just wait and see. The shoe though looks nice, it looks clean. It reminds me a lot of the Drake and Lil Wayne Jordan 3s that released a couple years back. If I can find a picture of that one, I'll throw that one up as well. But nevertheless, like J Balvin's doing his Thug Thizzle. Jordan 1s, J Balvin did very, very well. The 2s did decent. You know, 2s have just been hard, man, to get people on board. But the J Balvin 3 Medellin's, very, very nice. And the Rios, I expect nothing less from that as well. So with that being said, Weathermans and these 2 cops off the rip. So we're already at, where we at? $380, okay? So that's our sneaker budget so far for May. Next up, rumored to be on May 30th, we had the Jordan 17 Low Lightning. We've been waiting on these bad boys, and I think, if I remember correctly, they said that the suitcase is coming with this one. $300. I believe they said the suitcase was coming with this one. We're gonna have to just wait and see, because the previous Jordan 17s that released were $250, $225, $250. They've moved around because there was the black version, the black and red. There was also the Wizard one that had dropped. They were like $250 at the most. So they're adding on 50 more bucks. I would take into consideration then that has to mean that the suitcase is coming. I remember seeing headlines about the suitcase, and the 17 Low colorway, extremely nice, extremely clean, and awesome. So with that being said, that is another shoe. We said we're at $380, we're at $680 already. $680 right now, the month of May. But that being said, this is definitely a shoe I would love to add into the arsenal. I love the 17s. I still own my Soulflies, which I think, once again, I paid $250 for those. The Soulfly Jordan 17s, which are all yellow. This is a white and yellow, so they're going to be kind of similar in fashion, but I really love those 17s. I really like the 17s all, just in general, and definitely going to have to add those to the arsenal, even if they are $300. Woo, I'm looking forward to seeing how those move, because we do know that we're in a time period where people are making their decisions wisely on what they buy and what they don't buy. And if something's too expensive, they're not going to buy it. So I'm wondering how that $300 is going to hit for people. Is it going to stop people, or if it's not? I think for certain releases it will, but I think this one is one that it don't matter. People are going to go and cop it. Now, this is the second to last. This could be number one. You know, people are gonna be a little bit mad that I was a hype beast, I guess, on this specific video, but we can't forget May 4th in the Jordan 4 Military Blue. $215. So we're at $680, $880 plus 15 on top, $895. We're almost hitting $1,000. Full family size run. To be honest, I'm gonna get one for me. I'm gonna get one for the Nicole and for the baby. So it's gonna be an expensive month already on the month of May. But this is gonna go down as possibly, a sneaker of the year for a lot of people out there. We know we got the Travis Scotts that dropped today. That is though for April, so unfortunately they can't make it to this list. But this is definitely, even though it's dropping so early in the month of May, it's gonna have a huge impact throughout the whole month, in my opinion. It lasts the whole month. And like I said, this could go to number one, in all honesty. But I'm gonna play a little hype as well along with it. We're gonna have to play a little bit of the hype beast epidemic with this. So number two, we definitely though give it up to Military Blue. We can still put it at number one. It's still, like, in my opinion, the shoe that on this list that everybody that's watching this is gonna be able to get or have the best opportunity to get is going to be the Military Blue. This is gonna be the shoe for everybody, but still gonna be difficult because resellers are alive and well. But last but not least, and this is subject to change on the release date, though, May 17th, it is said that we'll be seeing the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low OG Canary releasing for $150. Now, Canary, I'm not gonna lie, the colorway looks nice. I really like this colorway, so definitely a shoe that I wanna add to the arsenal, add to the collection, and I'm gonna try to get my hands on. And I think they're also releasing them in kid sizes and all that, so if I can get lucky and get full family on that, I will. But this shoe in particular, I just really like the colorway. And I think that one reason why I might be putting the 4 at number 2 and this one at number 1 is because I had the 4. So I felt it already, you feel me? This one I haven't felt yet, I haven't seen, I haven't touched. But I do think it's gonna be a very big time release. Travis had April already with this Jumpman Jack. I think he's gonna lead in the way for May as well with this one at the same time. So that's just me, my honest opinion. Okay, don't kill me. But let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions down below in the comment section on this one, and where you put your list at, or your top 5, your top 3, what you looking forward to. I want to hear it. I want to see it. Comment it down below in the comment section. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'm out. Peace.